At royal wedding next year, Clarence House announces the engagement of Prince William and Kate Middleton. After nearly a decade of courtship, the couple will marry in the spring or summer of 2011. The Queen has said she's absolutely delighted for the couple. The Countess of Wessex has spoken for all the royal family.
I think it's absolutely thrilling. Couldn't be more excited. How are the rest of the family today? I think everybody's absolutely thrilled and we all wish them all the love and luck in the world.
We'll be live at Buckingham Palace for all the very latest on the royal wedding, which has been welcomed across the political divide.
This is incredibly exciting news, and I'm sure that the whole country will want to pass their very best wishes to the happy couple and wish them an incredibly long and happy life together.
And coming up in sport on the BBC News Channel, Carol gets the call. Fabio Capello confirms the Newcastle striker will start for England against France tomorrow night at Wembley.
A very good afternoon and welcome to the BBC News at 1, which is dominated by the announcement this lunchtime that Prince William is to marry his long-standing girlfriend Kate Middleton. The couple became engaged while on holiday in Kenya last month. In a brief statement, Clarence House said the wedding is likely to take place in the spring or summer next year. We'll look at the decade-long royal romance and how being married will change the couple's lives. First to Buckingham Palace and our royal correspondent June Kelly. June.
Well, John, William once said that 30 would be a good age to get married. He will be 29 next year, as will his bride-to-be. This, of course, had been widely anticipated, but this morning, finally, the announcement that Kate Middleton is to join the royal family.
The day Prince William got his RAF wings at Cranwell. At his side, the woman who's been his girlfriend, on and off, ever since they met as students, and is now to become his wife and the country's future queen. The couple will marry in the spring or summer of next year in London. Further details will be announced in due course. In a statement, Clarence House said Prince William and Miss Middleton became engaged in October during a private holiday in Kenya. Prince William has informed the Queen and other close members of his family. He's also sought the permission of Miss Middleton's father. The couple was staying on this game reserve, the Lua Wildlife Conservancy, when they became engaged. The reserve in northern Kenya is best known for its work helping to preserve the black rhino, an endangered species. At Buckingham Palace today, the Queen was said to be absolutely delighted, as was the Duke of Edinburgh, who was visiting Taunton. The Countess of Wessex spoke for the family.
I think it's absolutely thrilling. Couldn't be more excited. How are the rest of the family today? I think everybody's absolutely thrilled and we all wish them all the love and luck in the world.
Leading politicians added their congratulations.
It's incredibly exciting news, and I'm sure that the whole country will want to pass their very best wishes to the happy couple and wish them an incredibly long and happy life together. I was given the news in a cabinet meeting. I was passed a piece of paper and announced the news in the middle of the cabinet meeting, and there was a great cheer went up and a great banging of the table. As well as this being a great moment for national celebration, I think we also have to remember that this is two young people who love each other, who've made this announcement, who are looking forward to their wedding, and we must give them plenty of space to think about the future and what they're about to do. But a great day for our country, a great day for the royal family, and obviously a great day for Prince William and for Kate.
Prime Minister, could I just ask you, obviously you have spoken consistently about the need for the country to pull together, obviously with the challenges that it faces financially. Presumably you would now expect the country to pull together in celebration next year as well.
Well, it's great to have a piece of unadulterated good news that everyone can celebrate and be happy for them, and that's how me and Samantha feel, and I'm sure that's how the whole country feels. And I'm sure it'll be something when the country will come together. I remember when I was young, when William's mother got married, I slept on the Mall that night and joined in the celebrations, and I'm sure lots of people will want to celebrate in lots of different ways. But let's remember as well, it's two young people who love each other, who've made this decision, and it's a fantastically important and exciting moment for them too.
Prime Minister, will you be speaking to Prince William today?
I spoke to Prince William a few moments ago and passed on my congratulations. and also welcomed the fact he'd returned safely from Afghanistan. He was obviously extremely excited about the news and thrilled about what lies in store. And I just said that obviously the government stood ready to do anything we could to help make sure that what I know will be a great day of national celebration will be a great success. And it was wonderful to have that word with him and to pass on my best wishes to him and to everybody else.
A royal engagement. Prince William finally pops the question he and Kate Middleton will marry next year.
A royal wedding still big news around the world, heralded by a trumpet fanfare on one of America's breakfast shows. But the world's changed since the last time an heir to the throne was married. That was 1981, when Diana Spencer married William's father, Prince Charles. It was a fairy tale wedding, though it turned out not to be a fairy tale with a happy ending. 30 years on, and in straitened economic times, Prince William may want something more modest, though St Paul's is still the likeliest venue, along with Westminster Abbey, scene of Diana's funeral. Like Diana, Kate Middleton's already had to come to terms with being in the public eye. That scrutiny is likely to become even more intense. Though now it's official, she can expect her own security detail and perhaps more help and guidance than Diana received. Nick Higham, BBC News.
Well, the Queen is not actually here today. She's down at Windsor doing investitures. But as we were hearing in that report, she and the Duke have put out this statement saying they're absolutely delighted for William and Kate. Of course, because this has been a long relationship, Kate Middleton is already a familiar figure in royal circles.
And June, do we know what style of royal wedding will it be? Will it be the fairy tale Charles and Diana style wedding, or something a little more scaled back?
Yeah, of course, John, it's 30 years next year since Charles and Diana's massive wedding in St Paul's Cathedral. William is very much his own man, and the feeling is that he will want to do something more low-key. No doubt there have been discussions in recent months about what the wedding will involve. Of course, like any wedding, there will be some people who will have to be invited, but the feeling is that William will have a very big input into this very important day.
And in terms of whether decisions have been made, I mean, I just wonder how far down the track they are in those sort of details.
Well, they've certainly had a long time to plan for this, haven't they? So probably some decisions have been made, perhaps not all the final decisions actually sorted out. Of course, what they have to think about in the royal family is there's a lot of diaries which have to sort of come together. They have to find a date that is suitable for all senior royals. But no doubt there has been discussion about that, whether they know the date and they're not telling us, and whether that will be revealed in the coming days, who will know. But certainly there's been, no doubt, a lot of planning gone on, but we're being told that the date, for our purposes anyway yet, is not finalised.
OK, June Kelly, thank you very much there at Buckingham Palace. Well, the announcement of the royal wedding was made a little after 11 o'clock this morning. In a moment, we'll be live in Downing Street with our political correspondent, Laura Kuenssberg. First, though, let's go to John Brain, who is outside St James's Palace. And, John, we hear the timing is sometime in 2011. I guess the problem was it couldn't be in 2012 because of the Diamond Jubilee and, of course, the Olympics.
Yes, a rather packed calendar in 2012, and that's certainly one of the reasons we assume that 2011 has been chosen. We've actually got the latest bookmakers' figures, which are saying August the 13th is the favourite. That's at 3-1. Now, the happy couple will be here later this afternoon in the state apartment rooms giving a photo call. We don't know if they'll actually say anything, and we don't know if we'll get any further details of the wedding itself. But of course, there's been speculation about this day for months, if not years. But the media was slightly caught out this morning. This has been kept fairly successfully under wraps. And it's only in the past hour or so that media have started arriving. The barriers have gone up here. Huge sense of anticipation, and we're expecting there may be some well wishers coming along later as well. But details still very sparse. Maybe we'll get a few more details later this afternoon.
OK, John, thanks very much for that there at St James's Palace. Let's go to Laura Kuenssberg outside Downing Street for us. And we've heard David Cameron there saying that he was told during the cabinet meeting this was going to happen. We're so used to politicians taking chunks out of each other. This was a day when the political world has come together.
Yes, and he certainly looked like he'd been enjoying it.
it when he came out to have a brief word with us here in Downing Street. He looked visibly thrilled for the couple, and he revealed himself to be a bit of a fan of the royal wedding, telling us that the night before Charles and Diana's wedding back in the 80s, he had slept on the Mall overnight in order to be part of the crowd the next day. And he told us that at the cabinet there'd been a cheer when he passed on the news, there'd been banging of the tables, and then warm congratulations from everybody in the government, including Nick Clegg as well as David Cameron, and also the Labour Party leader Ed Miliband, still on paternity leave with his new baby, has also sent his very warm wishes to the royal couple. David Cameron made a couple of remarks hinting it was rather nice to be able to comment on good news, as you suggest, but also he hinted that the royal couple should be given some space and some time, perhaps some privacy, because this is not just a big public event. Of course, it's a private and personal one too for a young couple who've decided to spend their lives together. Interestingly, that was an echo of a former Prime Minister, Tony Blair, who back in 2007 called for Kate Middleton and Prince William to be given more privacy than they were sometimes accorded. And the demands on their time and their public profile are only going to grow from now.
OK, Laura Kuenssberg in Downing Street. Thanks very much for that. Well, Prince William and Kate Middleton met as undergraduate at St Andrews University in 2001. Our royal correspondent Nicholas Witchell looks at the royal romance.
She's the middle-class girl from the home counties of England whose charm and commitment have finally won the hand of a prince. She's Catherine Elizabeth